Okay, we're live. Hey everyone. I'm going mute. Dawn's going to entertain you until we get our guest helped on here. So just
Yeah,
bear with me here.
good morning, everyone. So, as Tracy said, this is the last week of our mass make, and I've got a basket full of things, goodies, but I did want to try one last thing for my journals, and that is the side page tabs. They're like a long tab that you can stick on the edge of your journal page, and you end up with a little tab. And if you just glue down part of it, you have like a tuck too. So that's what I'm working on. So yes, and I got this new punch last week. I'm so excited about it. Um, Someone owed me money, so I was like, here, add this to your add this to your shopping list. So it worked out perfect. But it's a cool little punch, and I saw a bunch of people that were doing the mass make. They were using this, and I love it. It's got like the little notch side. You can go in and notch. It's basically like those envelope punches that you guys have in the big forms. Oh, good morning, Gloria L. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Diane, Messy Palette, and Jana. Good morning, everyone. Um, yeah, so this is just kind of like a mini form of it. Pretty cool. So I'm going to start by creating my notch. So I'm going to line up this. I kind of want a system for lining everything up. So I'm going to go to the edge of the punch, and then I'm going to take my curve of where my notch is to the edge again, and that'll give me a pretty cool size tab. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Linda Gorman. You guys, Tracy is helping our guests to connect. Sometimes the little tech gremlins get in there and mess around. So I'll be trying my best to entertain you all while she does that. So I've been cleaning and organizing my craft room, you guys. You know, it's that time of year. Like I swear it's like the first quarter, everybody does this organization thing, an overhaul. And going through my stuff, I found this really cool paper ribbon. Like I had tons of it. I don't know how I acquired it. If I got it at the mall across the street or the thrift shop, but it's really cool stuff. And I know I've had it for quite a while. Jim, just drove through your area. Oh, that's cool, Laurie. Good morning, Beth. Happy lurking. So, that's what I used on this file folder tab that I created. I think it's kind of cool. I love that it's crinkly like crepe paper. So anyway, I'm a little handicapped today. We forget how much we use our thumbs until we don't have them. And same as my guillotine, when I cut my thumb on the front side this time with a knife slicing peppers the other day. Ugh, can't give me a knife, you guys. Oh, Jim's going to the orchid show. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. I hope so. Just thought of that. I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna line my folder up to just where the bottom of that tab hits, and I should be able to feel it go whoop and cut that right off. Sounding fine, Dawn. Thank you, Jim. Now I'm going to pull my blade up and go down from the bottom, and voila, look at that. I now have a little a tab. So those of you with an envelope punch, you guys could do this too. Oh, Beth, I'm always in the middle of an organizing mess. I can't seem to get my room the way I want it. And that is to function exactly with what I'm doing at the moment. So it probably would help if I stop changing up my interests. Right now it's journaling. I have a bunch of journals lined up. Good morning, Maddie. Cleve. Yeah. Thank you, Linda Gorman. Yes, like the video, share it out, bring in your friends. Isn't that cool, Gloria? And of course, now I have all these really cool, this paper, I guess it is paper ribbon, but it kind of mashes together. Paper ribbon, but used for floral crafts. Oh, I really like it. I like these magnolias. Made in North Carolina. But it's really cool. Dawn, did you watch Louise's video from the one you sent me, Jim? I sure did. And I had seen her premiere when she premiered those little bunnies. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I just watercolored a bunny. I'll have to show you guys. I turned it into a card for my daughter. Oh, good. This one's going to fit all the way. I turned it into a card. Since we're waiting, I'll go get it and I'll show you guys. Because I know my daughter won't find me here. I can show it publicly. But I watercolored a little bunny and I turned it into a little Easter card for my youngest daughter. She used to raise and show rabbits. So that was fun. Hey, Karen McCoy. Coffee in hand. Yay. Yes, thank you, Lori. Yeah, it was fun. Trying to work on my watercolor skills. And still use them. You know what I mean? I always make little pictures, or I have them hanging around my room from my art line, my like clothesline here. Oh, thanks. It took a while. Played around with it for quite a while. I was telling Willie, I said, I'm really good at just slapping it down and making landscapes because it can look like whatever in my own fantasy world, you know? When you have to make something, an object, like a person, definitely people, I'm a long way away from people, but even critters, just getting the proportions right. And I still feel like I'm off a little bit. Maybe they come from my frenzy forest where nothing is as it seems. So this is going to be cool. So I'm excited for next week, you guys. Start building a journal. I still need to dye my paper, but I have my dye ready. Got my big jug of, it's a beautiful deep pink mauve color with my avocado dye, so I'm excited. I'm nodding, trying to get some sleep. Oh, Diane. Yeah, I need to get some rest. And thank goodness for replays. Those are awesome. Thank you for being so patient. I find it easier to just put the glue on the more solid, firm substrate than trying to glue my thing here. I want to make sure it's going the same direction. Yeah, I missed you. Sorry about missing you, Diane, last night. I was out after Tracy's live. I was out, and I should know better because I end up waking up every time I try to go to bed early, so I'm exhausted. Took my car into the shop yesterday. I know for most of you that follow me, you know, my car has been off the road because my power steering went. So I hadn't been driving it, of course not driving it, being here winter in Maine. My battery died, so I had to put that on the charger and get it going after I buried it from a foot of snow. But I took it to the garage and found out it needs rocker panels, I need a power steering pump, and I need an exhaust. Good morning, Auntie Caffeine Crafts. Welcome in. So, yeah. So it's always stressful to go out, like I said last night. It's always stressful to go out into the wild as it is, but then to have to deal with those kind of issues, I was kind of like a little over the top. So it wore me down and fell asleep. Yeah, we'll get there. So now I have two book tabs. I really love this crinkled paper. So distressed looking. So now when I pick a page in my journal, this one is a little long, but you can cut these down to any size, and it doesn't have to be the whole length of the page either. You can, you know, just make it halfway. I kind of wanted to keep them as close to the length of the page as I could because then I can, I just grab a little card here. I can just attach it at the top and bottom and along this edge and have a tuck spot in my journal. But then when you close it, I'll still have the tab. And I'll probably dress these up a little bit, some of them. I noticed that some of the videos I watched, they put little eyelets and you can put little dangles or charms on them. It's home right now, Maddie. I was able to drive it home. He filled my power steering up with fluid, and I couldn't believe it. He charged me $5 for the dang fluid that he put in. I'm like, what? Anyway, so it's home, but he's going to call me. He's going to crunch some numbers and give me a call. Let me know what the damage is going to be. But here in Maine, we have inspection stickers. I know that's not the same for all states, but you have to pass in order to have it on the road. So as soon as he crunches numbers and we can get him where we need him to be and agree what needs to be done and whatnot, we'll take it. I'll drive it back in. Thank goodness the garage is just across the corner, it's kind of across the street around the corner. So it's super close. So we'll get there. Um, so I did these page tabs on file folders. I know some people I watched made them with just strips of cardstock that I think I'm going to use up these scraps. I'm trying not to cut any new paper. I'm trying to use my scraps. Some did them where they were folded and they kind of, uh, grabbed onto the page, but I think I like the idea of just, let's get a notch there. So I'll turn these into some small ones. Oh, you do have inspection there, New York? Yeah. It's a pain in the butt, Maddie. I remember the old days. We just drove them into the ground. And I get it, air quality and all that good stuff, it's gotta, we don't want the people behind us, dying in the car because our car is not passing emissions. Oh, Maddie, yes. Tracy is here. She is working with our guests, trying to get her into the live. Sometimes the tech gremlins are a little angry, and it's yeah. So, so I like those paper ribbons, but I think I'm going to use some more of my other papers. I think the easiest way where I'm mass making is to just slap them down. And I did both sides of these and I didn't have to because one's going to be on the inside. Duh. So I guess I just need to cover one side. Live and learn. Yep, there she is. She's just muted herself so that she can kind of work with the guests to get her in here. I just gave you guys a hint. We'll have to wait and see, Maddie. I noticed Kristen didn't put, I mean, Kristen, I noticed Tracy didn't put any names in, so I think she wanted it to be a surprise. So hopefully we can get them in this week. If not, hopefully next week. Hey, Mary Alice, good morning. Gotta leave some things for surprise. Ah! There we go. Just as I said that, look at that. Can you hear yet, Tracy? Yep. I see her popped up on the screen partway. Yay! That means we're getting closer. Hopefully we'll get her all the way in and then oh think this the oh just the cutter Karen. I got this forever ago um at the thrift store. I'm pretty sure it was at the thrift store. And it has a little piece broken on the edge, but I'm just careful. It had the guard, which was most important for me. Okay, so since I don't have to do the back, that's good. I'm going to notch my tab in. And this one is just going to be a partial page. So this will be cool because I can use some of my decorations on it. And I think think I think I'll come in from the bottom this time. So there we got a notch and maybe a longer tab. Maybe that'll be fun. I'll go from this edge and look at that. So cool. Do the same thing again. Yeah, isn't it nifty? I like the little cutter. It's handy on my desk for small things like this instead of pulling out my 12 by 12 guillotine. Okay. But then we're going to need this one. And if you don't have a cutter, anybody that's watching, you guys are paper crafters, I'm assuming, but I know I should never assume. You can always use a ruler. Um, I'll do this one with the cutter again, and then I will give an example with the ruler. So I'm going to line my notches up, right? My little wire line up with the bottom of the notches. I think they still make the small ones. Actually, I think Tracy has a small one that's Tim Holtz. I think he makes a little teeny one. If it's not Tim Holtz, it might be We Are Keepers, Memory Keepers, or I know somebody makes a small one. I've seen them. This one is the same brand. This one is the same brand as my heat tool by Nicole. It's a brand from the 1900s. So again, I'm going to follow it until I feel my cutter let go. Yep. And then I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to start where that hole is. Line it up. And there we have another tab, but shorter. Looking good. I'm seeing her. Okay, that's good. And then this is the other option. You can take your ruler and line that up at the bottom of both notches and just use your craft knife and just cut it away. Either way works. So then you end up with the same thing. Pretty cool. Can you do the notch on the top? Oh yeah, yeah, you could do the notch on the like, on the top of your page of your book. Is that what you're talking about, Jim? Like having a tab at the top, like this? Oh yeah, that one cost too much. Oh, Tracy, can you hear me? I don't know, something happened to the live, the screen on the live that says it's like okay, okay, okay. Just letting you know. Yeah, so you definitely can use the tab on the top. But I think it would be really cool to make a bunch of them and just move your tabs down so that you have them like a filing system. All your pages is super cool. So yeah, love that. Okay. Good deal. I love it. Good job, Tracy. Yeah, I don't, is this through OBS? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that Ninja, it was new to
Hello?
me. OBS, I tried that on my own before.
Okay. No, I was not wearing a headset, but it just defaulted. So I had to change the audio source. So apparently I had
Gotcha.
things going on. I don't know.
Well, you're here now. Yay. Can everybody hear Kristen
Yay.
okay?
Let me get this mounted here.
I hear her. That's good.
Yep, me too.
And the crowd goes wild.
Does that look somewhat normal?
Good morning.
Looks somewhat, I mean, what's normal, dude?
Right.
Doable?
The setting on the
I
setting on the
don't
dryer, I
ducking
heard.
know.
So hi.
And they do hear you. Hi, good morning, Kristen. Phew. I'm
Morning.
glad.
Thanks for your patience, Kristen. I know tech can be a real giant pain in the tush.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
Talk
guys
about
showed up.
clucking.
Yeah.
So,
Whew.
everybody, if you don't know her, this is Kristen, also known on the socials as Kemato.
Yep.
And we're so happy to have her here. So, Kristen, what are you working on today?
I think I'm going to continue making my Frankenpaper masterboard thingies that you kind of did last year.
Oh, fabulous, fabulous. Mine are
So
right. That's
I
why
got to pick another color.
so Dawn can help. And I'm working on
That's
tags,
awesome.
friends. All these tags that I did, I'm going to do stuff with them so that they're ready to go. And let's get my keyboard out of here before I have a terrible accident. Oh,
You guys showed up just in time because I was running out of things to say.
yeah. And
Thanks,
Kristen,
Dawn.
we have questions for you. So I messaged Dawn early this morning on First Cup of Coffee saying,
Yes.
Dawn, think of 3 open-ended questions to ask Kristen. So I'm going to let Dawn start with the first question while I
Oh
start
boy.
my tags.
Oh
Okay,
boy.
ask
Right.
away.
Okay. Let me open them up here.
Oh.
Hold on. I should have put them on paper. I wrote them and sent them to Tracy. I'm like, here you go. She asked me to think way early. Okay. First things first, how did you get started in paper crafting?
Well, many moons ago, I was into scrapbooking. Did that for many years. Then I took a hiatus to learn yarning things. And then in 2020,
back
that
up. What do you mean yarning things?
yarning things, crochet and knitting.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
My older kid didn't know what to call it. He's like, you're yarning. So that's what.
It's stuck.
So it just sort of stuck around. So they did that for a while, but then in the infamous year of 2020, I got into card making.
Sweet. Sweet.
Yeah, because I think we all did, kind of.
I was I was
Right?
gonna say that's kind of when the world turned to card making, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, so I'm one of the many that fell in that category
Very nice.
and haven't looked back.
Oh,
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
As hubby says, you've got a lot of money invested in that craft room. Yes, I do.
Yes, sir. And yeah, that's none of your business.
Like, we won't talk about your collections.
Right. Or you're hoarding all your stuff in the backyard. Never mind. I get a little personal.
little transference going on.
So it's all good. And then I just started posting stuff on Instagram because I like to share.
Right on. Sharing is caring.
Yes. And then I
Awesome.
put up a few videos on my YouTube channel already.
Oh, fabulous. Like
Yes.
for craft roulette.
Mainly those, yeah. There's a few other ones in there.
Cool. Cool.
They're the
That's
long form video, but they're not long in length.
Okay. They're short, long.
Yeah, short, long.
Okay. We can live with that.
Yes, I stumbled across it the other day, and or was it last week? I think I messaged you and I'm like, "What? You have a channel?"
Oh, yeah.
So I'm getting the link right now. I don't know if Tracy already had it.
I don't. So if anything you can link, that's fabulous. You know I'm on my Mac and I just can't work my Mac worth of beans.
I got you. I got you, girl. It's in there. So anyone interested in following along on Kristen's journey, there it is.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, so that's the question. That's a cool story. I love hearing how so many people found something during, COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Me and many
Mhm.
others, but,
Yes.
dang that HSN, right?
Oh, HSN, I know. Look, for a lot
So,
of
yeah,
people, I hear
that
them
started a
say
lot of
that.
it.
What's that company that's so prolific? They're a stamp company. Oh my gosh, I am so.
Stampin' Up?
I'm bad word. I am so
Stampin' Up?
times. Stampin' Up, yeah, they say that was their gateway.
Okay.
I never used Stampin' Up. Never even heard of them until later in the game.
I have some old
Yeah,
stuff from them when I was scrapbooking, so I had heard of them. Was a demonstrator for a hot minute last year, but that was because they had a really good deal on my inks, so I went for it.
Oh yeah, well, there's that. There's always the good deals.
yeah.
I mean, isn't
I
that why
have
we
been
join design teams? Free stuff.
right. I've been familiar with Stampin' Up for many years, but it was never my gateway either. I never jumped on board. I'm one though that I don't like to be controlled in my crafting, so I have a really hard time with um, offering myself up to things like that.
Offering. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane.
Don't worry, there's not a Stampin' Up God. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I saw videos and I saw people complaining about it.
Yeah.
Without really knowing what it's about. And so I think the first person I ever watched was It's Me, JD. And that was back when I was doing dollar store crafting. So I had never even thought about or seen anything about card making.
Yeah.
That's cool. I used to watch JD too.
Yeah, her and Jolly
Who's
Fat
her?
Elf, and then I forget this other lady's name, but a few other ladies. And believe me, I still have a bunch of frames and other stupid dollar store stuff that is untouched in drawers that you can't get to. Next question, Kristen.
Okay.
So I've seen you mention B-Motto many times. Who is that, and what's your favorite thing about them?
B-Motto's my little kid. He's 8.
Aw.
Favorite thing about him is, well, he likes to be independent, whether that's playing, crafting, doing things on his own. And I just kind of let him within reason.
Right on.
I mean, he's going to be 9 next month. So the other day he's like, "Oh, I'm going to scramble my own eggs." I'm like, "Okay, I'll be over there to help you." And he's like, "No, I got this." I'm like, "You're still single digits and that's a stovetop. So no."
I like him already.
He was like,
Yes.
oh, but can you just stand behind me and just watch? Sure.
Lovely.
I love that. I used to say when my kids they were strong-willed that they were just entrepreneurs in the making.
Yes, ma'am. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And he loves all the tech stuff, so he'd probably get a kick out of all this.
Oh, gosh, yeah, at a young age, huh?
I told him what I was going to do, and he's like, oh, so I can join you? Well,
Aw.
no. But and he's like, oh, so I can watch on my device and watch you on my, through that. I'm like, yeah, you can watch through there if you want. He's asleep, so.
That's cool. Do you homeschool? Are you guys on break or?
Yeah, he's finishing up his spring break.
Oh, nice.
So we're going with the local school system until I need to otherwise.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think I ended up needing to in high school with my youngest.
Yeah.
Guys, use your stuff because here's what happens to it when you don't.
I'm looking. Did it dry up?
Yeah. This is some grit paste that I added color to.
Oh,
Yeah.
what color?
Oh, probably vintage photo. I don't remember. I think I did it for a Halloween project.
I had to reconstitute my solar paste the other day. It was, don't tell us that.
Went funky NASA on you.
Yeah, so I put some distilled water in it and let that sit around for a day and then stirred it around, and it seemed to work.
Yeah, I think I'll try it with this grit paste. I hate to waste it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still
Yeah.
useful if you dig deep, but
Yeah, definitely try it. It's worth a shot. You know what? You might come up with a new medium. You know what I mean?
True.
I did the crop and create this weekend, and that's the one thing they were talking about is that the pastes and stuff that we get, because in our kits we got this hero wax, which is really cool. I've never used it. This was
Ooh.
the first time, and it was neat, Tracy. It reminded me of that stuff that you got me to buy. That shimmery goodness. That's exactly what it looks like.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's got that shimmer.
Uh-huh.
This is the white. But she was saying, these things, they have a shelf life. So when you get them, you need to use them.
Right.
They
Yeah.
can't last forever. So as much as we want to kind of try to hoard them and put them away for another time, please don't do it, friends.
Or remember to use them. That's the thing for me is I forget,
Yeah.
Like I don't have enough time to do all the things.
Right.
That's probably what I should have done today was go through all the pastes.
Yeah.
I've been so busy. I don't even have time for any of that. I'm just like swamped. And I have so many organization things I need to do. Not happening.
Well, you're on how many design teams?
Too many.
Right? I
Yeah,
wasn't going to ask
I'm
for that.
first to admit that I took on more than I probably should have. I think I'm super person, but I'm really not. So, but I love all of them. So
Yeah.
I think
Well, you
this
should.
is aged mahogany in here. It's looking
Oh, that's
purple,
cool.
and it is
That's
reconstituting. So
that's good.
maybe I got a little too much water, but I don't care.
Oh, keep getting my thumb stuck in my scissors handle with the Band-Aid on.
Oh, because of the Band-Aid. Yeah.
Yes, it keeps wanting to pull off. It's probably okay to be. I'll give it another day.
I get you.
Yeah,
What'd you do to your thumb?
I was slicing peppers the other night for pepper cheese on National Cheesesteak Day. I was
Ooh.
slicing bell peppers and whoop, right into my thumb. Oh, Jim, I hope your migraine goes away too. Take care, friend.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh,
Get some rest.
yeah, get better soon.
I hate migraines. They're such a pain in the neck. They just stop your whole day.
Pain in the head too.
Oh, yeah, that too. All right, you're up with questions, Dawn. Your next question.
More
Okay,
questions? Okay,
well,
bring it.
you're such a good sport, Kristen. Well, you mentioning your pace was a good gateway into saying what would you say your go-to style is for card making? Are you a clean and simple gal, or do you like to get messy and add all the things?
I'd say it's probably right in between. I like paper layers, but not necessarily clusters.
Hmm.
But yeah, anything with die cutting or layering is usually a good go-to. See, do I have any examples? Well, like this one. This was from a card sketch.
Oh, I like the book
Ooh,
style of that. The notebook style.
yeah,
Yeah, and
me
so it
too.
just there's the card base, some layers, and just kind of building up. I suppose you could consider it a cluster, but it's not what I might consider a cluster.
Okay,
Right?
yeah, it's a minimalist cluster.
Yeah. So I like doing stuff like that with the different layers.
Nice. I like that. I like that with the tag on the front.
Yeah, and I don't normally do a lot of tags, but that one I liked.
Well, if you do a junk journal, you will want tags, in my experience. Maybe not, but maybe.
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 Yeah.
Okay, my question.
Okay.
Kristen, you're now famous for starting the self appreciation card for Club 52.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yes.
other crafty, innovative ideas do you have?
I don't know if they're innovative, but I guess they border on silliness.
Okay, we like that.
They Well, this last week we had jelly bean colors.
Yeah.
So I couldn't stop thinking about jelly beans, so I went and bought jelly beans and then posted that. I'm like, this is for research purposes. It's really just because my taste buds wanted them, but I went with that it was for research purposes.
Yeah, absolutely. To make sure your
Yes.
colors are correct.
That's right.
That's yes.
So I don't know how innovative that may be, but I do like to throw some silly in there.
I love it. I
Answer.
think it reflects your personality. I love it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
fabulous.
Mary was cute. She commented, she's like, your dedication to your art will never cease to amaze me. And I'm like, borderline dedication, borderline silliness. So, I mean, when I got to Mug Club, I had exactly 25 mugs in the cupboard. So I pulled them out, took a picture of it, multiplied, and then did multiplied that on the photo.
Oh,
So it
funny.
represented 100.
I
She's
love
like, oh
that.
boy.
That's awesome.
You're so smart.
That's awesome.
So I figure if it makes someone giggle along the way, then my job is complete.
Love it. That's the
That's
best.
what it's all about. Yeah,
I don't know
that's what
about
it's
this
all about.
yet. My friend Stacy Valentine sent me this distress kit, and it's old, like really old, from the company Making Memories.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I've never even heard of them, okay? I don't know who they are. But this is like an eyeshadow, and it does do a nice job of kind of edging without getting too dark.
um,
Yay, Linda,
reading
see
the
you
chat.
get me.
Okay, Mug Club is. Go ahead, you tell them, Kristen, since you're there already.
Mug Club?
Yeah.
Mug Club is a craft roulette awesome thing. Basically, you've submitted 100 cards to the wonderfully free show that they offer. And once you get to 100, and they don't have to be consecutive, you can take your time. But once you have 100 regular entries, Mary will send you an exclusive little stamp set. For instance.
Thank goodness for it. It doesn't have to be consistent.
No. You can take as much time as you want. I did do mine consecutively because that's apparently how I roll. But not everyone does, and that's okay too.
This is a
Right.
neat tool.
So it's flexible that way.
Right. Maddie, to answer your question, is it like a pan pastel? Yes, but to me it's a little bit harder, drier than a pan pastel, if that makes sense. It's just as messy though. But this little tool came with it makes a little, looks like it's been sewed, which I love because that means I don't have to sew it. Love that. Okay.
Yes, she does. Maddie says you create beautiful cards, Kristen.
Aw, thanks, Maddie.
I don't know if Maddie watches Craft Roulette.
I don't know.
Do you watch it, Maddie? Friday nights?
Or on replay?
Not. You're invited.
Yeah.
Yes, we invite you all. It's very fun. Okay. You want another question,
Yeah.
Tracy?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Here's my last one, Kristen.
Okay.
Have you ventured into junk journaling? If so, what's your favorite thing about it? If not, what is stopping you?
You would ask. No, I have not ventured. And I guess what would be stopping me is, I guess I don't completely understand it. I understand it's putting art on paper and then keeping it. And it can be therapeutic, but I guess I just haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
Good answer.
Yeah, very good answer.
And you know, here's the thing. And
I have a junk journal someone made me, but I used it as putting info about my cards that I made for a particular time frame.
Great idea.
And saving the different bits and pieces left over. So if I wanted to either recreate it. So some of the details she put, you know, she made little pockets for me and little pull-out tabbies. So I won this and she sent it blank and then I filled it up with all kinds of card making ideas for like a short amount of time that I filled it up with.
Kristen, that's amazing.
So
what do you mean you don't understand and know what to do with them? That's like perfect.
Yep, it looks like a firm grip to me.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing with junk journals. There's no real one purpose. Like it's whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it for a while, but then I got kind of bored of it. And then it felt more like a chore. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to stop for now and maybe come back to it later.
Another beautiful thing about junk journaling is you can set them down anytime.
Kind of like that last crochet project I was working on that I set down 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I got one of them too. Someday the blanket will be finished.
Yeah, I have lots of those.
Yeah, we are, Paige. She got hers just submitted this morning.
Nice.
I think
Oh, cool.
I think I'm going to use this, in fact.
Yeah.
Well, that concludes my questions. Great
Yeah.
answers. I love to see you dive into trying to into making your first journal. That'd be awesome.
I mean, you're getting a start on it with your Franken paper.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to use the Franken paper in my cards. I'm really envisioning like 1.5-inch strips or 2-inch strips to add to cards.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see. But right now, I'm just enjoying putting them together.
Right. And sometimes it's just the process itself that's really kind of the part. Now, this typically I would sew down, but since my sewing machine is over there, I'm not going to sew it down. I'm going to staple it.
Exactly, Beth. She says there's no rules in junk journaling. And yes, that's perfect. You can use, I love seeing people use junk journaling tactics, like, I don't know what the word is, Tracy.
What technique
Ways
works
on
for me?
cards. Techniques. Yeah, techniques. There we go. On cards. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you still get that kind of mixed media feel, which to me
Mhm.
is the epitome of what junk journaling is kind of mixed media.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be. No rules. No
Right.
rules, friends.
As you've shown us several times, Tracy, with just that you don't have to make them grungy either. They can just be clean and fun, you know?
Yeah. Now grunge is kind of my place, but it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Right. So this one I did right on the fold, which I love. Oh, I love this. I might even attach it.
Oh, that's
So
cool,
this one I
Mary
took.
Alice. She just made her first junk journal.
Yay!
Nice.
And I was definitely inspired by Bitty Penny. I freely admit that.
She's awesome.
She is awesome.
Yes, she is awesome. Absolutely. Whoops. That's awesome. I love making journals just using junk.
Yep, and that's my next one planned. I've got recycled paper. So granted, I did purchase the paper, but at least it's recycled.
Right? My theory is I'm not going to buy anything new for the journal.
Right. There you go. That works. So Kristen could become the first junk card maker.
I've used junk mail on my cards before.
Yeah. You're a junk.
Like this green came, went to one of the arcades and had enough tickets to buy a big old whoopee cushion for B Motto. And this was the backing piece of paper in it. I'm like, I'm keeping that.
There you go.
Because it had a lot of cool green, and I've used it in probably 2 or 3 cards now.
That's awesome.
Had a piece of junk mail that looked like notebook paper. I think they were trying to sell like windows. I didn't need the windows, but the back of the paper had like that notebook kind of feel. So I've used that in some cards.
Yeah, I have that. I have some of those too. I like them. I'm like, thank you. Tracy, I got my AARP card out.
Girl, you got one? I won't join. I refuse to
course.
be old. But I do have that little magazine. Boy, this trying to mass make tags, decorate them, it's not really a quick process. These are the little mushrooms Kristen sent me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. I put my putting this punch to the test here.
I'm glad you all like the mushroom things. They weren't going to get used in my craft room.
This I did. Thank you.
So I'm happy to
Yes.
pass them along.
Thank you so much. I love mine. I've used, I think, all but one. And I have the bees to add.
Nice. Well, I'm glad they're getting some use.
Absolutely. Okay.
You can barely see that.
So I went down a
You know
new
that-
rabbit hole.
What kind of rabbit?
Oh,
Digital stamps and papers.
Oh, good. Good.
oh,
Yeah.
That's very economical.
Yeah, I kind of had fun with it once I, watched a YouTube video or two, become YouTube certified, right? And then I'm like, oh, and then I actually printed some out. And I'm like, oh yeah, this may be how we do it.
nice. Yeah, it does have a way of hooking you in.
I'm not super crazy about digital stamps, mostly because I'm not super crazy about coloring.
Yeah.
I do it, but I don't love it. So even, physical stamps, sometimes I'm like, yeah, that one's going to sit there for a while before I get up the gumption to actually color it.
Sure.
Well, you can take digital stamps and color them digitally before you print them out.
That's so cheating, but right.
Why? People create on Procreate all the time with like stickers and,
True.
I
Oh,
say we use our resources,
Very true.
utilize our resources.
And I definitely have my Photoshop, and I am proficient at it.
Mhm. You go, girl. Oh, goodbye, AARP. You'll never know.
I'm not wearing your diapers, and you can't make me.
That's right.
or the hearing aids.
Oh, no. I don't need to hear it all. Okay. So the idea here was to make a little booklet. So I need some papers to go in there. Let's grunge this thing up a bit.
Uh,
Okay. Let's see how the back of this looks. That looks pretty funky, but that's okay. I could do something to it, but I'm not going to. Okay.
Maddie, to answer your question, can't you just print an image and put it in the scan and cut? Yes, you can. You can. I do
Yeah,
that a lot.
fussy cutting.
I don't have one of those, so I have to fussy cut. But
I fussy cut.
I found a pair of
Good
scissors
morning.
in my stash I didn't even know I had. These little tonic ones. And they're pretty good for fussy cutting. So I'm like, woohoo! Don't have to buy a new
Ooh,
pair.
nice.
Cindy's asking Dawn, what's the name of the punch you used?
Yes. Thank you.
Ooh.
And good morning, Cindy. I just saw that. I was waiting for a clear shot.
In other words, for Kristen to not talk. Okay, got it.
And
No,
Tracy.
no. I love you guys talking. I'm looking for the package because I don't see it. So I got it on Amazon, Cindy, and it's just this one is by the Bira Beer Crafts,
Mm,
and it was right around $10.
Good price.
And it has, yeah, it has a notch on the, the notching for this here on your flat side, and then you can corner round on the other. It's basically your envelope maker. And I was talking about that when you were helping Chris and Tracy. I can't remember the company that makes that 'cause I don't
We
have
are
it.
memory keepers,
Okay, we are memory keepers.
or we are
I don't
keepers.
have the, but I've seen this. Would you say this is just like a little mini version of that? It
I
doesn't have the
guess
board.
spellbinders have something similar.
They might. They might. I don't know. I saw it watching Margaret on Seven Plaza, and I think Tony used one too.
Yeah, I saw her do that.
And of course, all their sites were European sites.
Uh-huh.
So I just, what I did is if you ever want to know something like that, is take a screenshot when you're watching them and just use your Google Lens, and it will usually bring up whatever it is that you're showing. And I found it on Amazon.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it, Cindy. I've just really grinding right into it this morning with it.
nice.
Yeah, be fun.
What's that cinnamon smell? Oh, it's my paper. So I use cinnamon vanilla coffee. That's what I drink. And listen, friends, here's how I coffee dye. I have a big lasagna dish, glass. I throw my paper in there, big piles of it, and then I just pour coffee all over the top. And then once or twice or 3 times during the day, I'll flip it over, and then I'll dump off the excess and just let it sit there underneath my air conditioner, my window unit, which also serves as a fan, for a couple of days. It dries out, and there's my coffee dye. I do not do anything fancy at all. I can't be asked.
Hold on, Cindy. I'll get that for you. That's basically what I do too. Unless I throw stencils on the top of mine and then I stick them in big pans.
Oh, stencils. Okay, yeah. So I haven't done that. Can't. Nope.
So this is it, Cindy. It's called the Bira Envelope Corner and Notch Punch.
Thank you, Dawn.
Yeah, no problem. So I got mine ready. I don't know if you saw it while you were helping Kristen, but I got my avocado dye in the bottle, ready to go.
I
And it
did
is the
see
most
it.
gorgeous red
Avocado
color.
dye?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's a beautiful pink.
yeah. So you take your pits after you eat an avocado, your pits and your skins. I
Okay.
just I don't really even rinse them. I just take the little tool that you get with the avocado or your spoon, just take out all the extra flesh, and I drop them in a saucepan. And if I build up, I have a bunch. Usually Willie saves them all the time in a little bowl on my windowsill. But I throw them all in the pan. I add water and a little vinegar, and I
Okay.
just bring it to a boil and then turn it down to a low simmer, and then I shut it off after probably half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour. Because I have read it's not about the time of boiling, it's about the length of time that your stuff stays in there.
Huh.
So I just let it sit for a while. And you can add a little baking soda, and that will deepen the color.
Wow.
And I usually get a nice deep color. But then I bottle it up. I save all my Miss Myers cleaning things, and I just bottle it up, and I have it.
Wow.
But it
Well,
makes
that's
a
kind of
beautiful
fun.
color. You can use purple cabbage. You can use red onions. Even the yellow onions make a great color.
So basically, you made your own ink spray. in a way.
Yeah, but it won't be as intense as ink.
Sure.
It'll be more like, you know, when you do your coffee dyeing, it'll be kind of a faint.
Oh, okay.
Faintish.
Does it maintain an odor?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Let me I'll grab this piece and dye the back of it, and I'll show you.
Okay.
Since we're here. So I keep a pan in my craft room. This is a pretty deep, like baking pan, but it's
Okay.
dedicated to my crafts.
Oh, there they are.
That'll work.
Yep. And I just spray it. See the pink, reddish pink? It's so pretty.
Oh. It almost matches your
Yeah,
pan.
right? Yeah. Um, looking for a nice big stencil.
Okay, papers.
So when it's nice weather, once our winter goes away, I can take them outside and I lay them. I have big, big trays that are from my daughter's rabbit cages.
Mm-hmm.
And I will lay the paper in those. And then I do what Tracy said. I just cover everything or spray it down. But you can lay stuff like this over the top
Okay.
and it dries out. But you'll get the impression of the stencil or the doily or whatever. If it dries. It's fun. That's what I'm going to do this week, Tracy. Dye my paper.
Paper dyeing. Good plan.
Nice.
Yes. And all the other stuff ready to go. So,
And then you use your papers in your journals or whatever project you're working on?
yep.
Yep. As a journal
But see,
page or whatever.
just that little tiny minute, that few minutes that I had it on this doily over the top, you can see it left an impression.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And it's really cool when you put it out in the sun because then you really get some good action to your stencils.
Just the way it's drying
Yeah.
in the sun?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. I love dyeing paper.
It is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll lay this down. Lay a stencil on top.
How long do you think people have been dyeing paper for like that? Since paper's been around?
Geez, I would think for, yeah, at least. Probably not long after. What's your thoughts, Tracy? You got the facts? Just the facts?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to do it that way. So,
Yeah.
that's not a very straight tear, but that's okay.
What other products could you use to dye the paper with besides like coffee, tea, and avocados?
Your sprays.
Yep, your sprays. Any colored vegetable probably.
Mm.
Or fruit. I don't know about fruit, but maybe fruit.
So I've been taking old Sharpies that have been, they've kind of dried up. I got them and I put the middle in some alcohol and water mix
Okay.
and making sprays that way.
Yeah, why not? Where's that punch? Where is that punch?
Oh,
Yep.
Oh Lord, where are you?
Oh yeah, Karen, elderberry's a great dye.
oh, elderberries, yeah. 'Cause they're nice and dark.
Yep.
Sorry
I
about.
use them, make syrup and stuff.
Come on, you can fit through here.
This is just water and trying to think what else I added to it, but it's mica, just
Okay.
mica powder, and I get sparkle on top of it,
Ooh.
so it's super shiny.
Come on out of there. I don't have a third. I need a third hand, friend.
Don't we all? But I'm not leaving them till they dry, but I'll show you. That's just quick how you kind of
Wow.
put your stencils down and then spray.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Huh.
Super fun process. Love it.
Yes, I need to get messier.
Oh, messy is my favorite.
Get right in there.
Come on, you can get in there. You can do this. Get in there.
I want to do that when it gets a little warmer here in Colorado to be able to go outside and do it. It's that shaving cream where you can make a whole bunch of backgrounds.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks like fun. I bought some shaving cream to try it, but I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I like that technique. I'm thinking I had a bunch of backgrounds with that technique from 1902.
Oh, what am I running over here? Always something.
As long as it's not a pet. Tail.
Yeah, I've run over paper before. Whew, that hurts.
Oh yeah. Yes, especially something I dropped and I couldn't find it, and then I go to look and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
and it's like all torn up and wheel tracked.
Yes. I'm like, dig it. And then I'm like, well, I guess I'll salvage this later. Yeah, I don't throw it away. I do keep it when that happens because you never know, but
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's right. And if you junk journal,
I know Dawn's
throw it
going to be
in.
like, if Kristen ever comes back, she better do a junk journal.
Nah,
No, I would never pressure you that way.
no, not at all. 'Cause then it wouldn't be any fun.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, when I know when because of junk journaling, when I mess things up, it goes in my basket for that. You know what I mean? Because
Yep.
you
Yeah.
can just grab like all these little bits that I cut off for those page tabs. I will
Yeah.
save these because these will make great, especially all this texture on the
Yeah.
sides for clusters or on the edge of a tag or some kind of collage,
Yeah. I like
Echo
the
dyeing is
notebook edge.
fun, but it's time consuming. Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what part of Colorado are you in, Kristen? Karen would like to know.
Colorado Springs.
Karen was from Colorado, or lived in Colorado. I can't say it. I probably say it funny to you, being from there.
No, that didn't work out very good. Take that out.
But anyway, yep, that's my paper dyeing venture.
Nice.
So this week, if the sun comes out and stays out, unlike last week, it was nice and 60 degrees, and then we got 5 inches of snow.
Oof.
Such a liar, that weather.
I know. So I think I'm pretty good on my tabs. I could probably do some more. So I feel like this basket is my basket that's going to be for my next journal.
So I
Oh,
just
my
made a
ticket.
little mini notepad to go inside of the journal with 2 of the thicker tags. And this is something that was swimming in my head at 1 o'clock this morning, friends. Making these double tabbed little booklets.
Nice.
Just for some journaling pages. That took me, oh gosh, an hour almost. But that's why you decorate your tags beforehand.
Right.
But did you enjoy the process?
Always. Wait, Lori has cut 750 eggs for the first grade to make wreaths. Oh my goodness, Lori, you are an awesome first grade support person.
750 is a lot.
That's so many. Now, who is that?
That's awesome.
Me. This better. Let's make sure this isn't an emergency before I.
Excuse me. Oh no, I probably muted the wrong thing. I think I muted the sound instead of the mic.
I can hear you.
Okay,
Yep, you're good.
So how this
I got it under control.
journal? Let's see. Let's grab my this journal.
Karen says she loves that, Tracy.
So I would probably either glue this down or paper clip it down or make a little pocket to stuff. In fact, do I have any top pockets in here? This doesn't go with this journal though at all. And I am picky about that. So maybe like a library card type situation or a belly band, something like that. All right. Well, I want to keep us for long enough. It took us about 20 minutes for Kristen to get in. How's that going, Kristen? Looking good. So you're doing greens now?
Yeah, I'm onto the green one.
Yeah, that's kind of how I did mine too, was by color, because I don't know, why not? I want to do something with these. I don't like them like that, but they're like that for now, so they're stapled for now.
Yeah.
Later I can maybe embellish them with something, or you know what? As a matter of fact, I wonder, can I turn them down and use them? Get them to the back. Tool, any tool will work, but something pokey preferably. Do you guys see my pokey tool? Yeah, it's right here.
No, Tracy, I'm on replay for a reason. I can't see anything.
Oh, boo. Okay. See, if I put those there and glued these ones down, then these ones can get, it may work that way better. I might like it better that way. Okay. Yeah, you'll see that on replay then. Hi, Anya. Yeah, that's Mary Ellis, that's how your desktop should look, is really messy. Otherwise, you just, I don't know. I mean, you spent a lot of time cleaning up. Of course, I'm going to clean up after because I'll have other projects I need to do. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I got one tag done. But it's an
You did? Oh,
tag.
hey,
It's important.
okay.
And then I had done already a bunch of like little folders, like these little bag folders that you open up. And I did some of those ones like
Oh yeah.
with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets.
Oh, yes.
But
Aren't
I did
those
them with smaller
fabulous?
paper and a little booklet. So I'm getting all my stuff so you guys kind of get the idea of where my newest journal's going. It's not really themed at all. And these I did with my resin, which I love doing resin. It's so cool.
Oh no, you're hooked.
I'm hooked. And this is a hidden paper clip. I love hidden paper clips too.
Was that resin that kit that you bought that time?
Yeah, $20 kit.
That's
I got
awesome.
this one. It's just got a little bag pocket and just little tucks. So this will go on the bottom or side of it. I won't be able to put it on the side. And let me tell you, my next plan is because I love book pages in a journal, friends, but I cannot abide by them going sideways, by the letters going sideways. It just hurts my soul. So my plan is to build out book pages so that they're extended, because I don't want them, 2 inches long inside of my journal either. I want them long enough, and I do want them reinforced so that I can stitch them. Yeah, I went down the resin bunny hole, and it was a lot of fun. Yes, it's UV anti-caffeine crafts. It is UV resin. I'll show you. And I have it linked down below, like big and prominent. Where in the heck is my kit?
She's pushing.
I don't know where it went. This is the story of me,
doing, Kristen?
friends. Where is my kit? This is no, that's my.
I'm just taking scraps now and doing like a mini masterboard on my little scrap pieces.
Yeah, I've been enjoying this. You get to go through your scraps and go, oh yeah, I remember that. Or I remember that card or project I used. And
yes,
that's fun.
Where is my
it is.
crystal of resin? Okay, right there it is. I have it put away, kind of away from the light. You definitely don't want to store these in the light. But, and the kit came with the light. So it's everything you need except for, like molds and stuff like that. Came with the light. So I've never used pour and cure resin because this is my first ever experience with resin. And I'm so happy with it because it dries like immediately. And I can thank my friend Jana, who's going to be a guest with us mid-April, for demonstrating on I think it was on a live where she used the UV resin instead of glossy accents to just, build one tiny thing up. Yeah, $20 is a great deal for this because I've already had so much fun with it. And you guys haven't even seen some of the projects I've made because they're secret right now. So, yeah, I thought to myself, gosh, I almost spent $25 on a medium pizza the other night with a delivery. I thought better of it. I'm like, I just can't. I can't. As much as I'm dying for a pizza, not happening. So, and I'm going to get that, and it's going to be fun.
Instead. Might as well buy craft supplies.
Yeah. Well, listen, I needed some of that extra special paper for my printer, for my printables, because I like them really, really vivid.
And she cannot lie.
Yeah, Craft Along. Well, maybe tonight for you, Anya, but it's tomorrow for us. Oh, you're excited about that secret project. So, thanks everybody for coming. I'm also, Gaz also applied to be on, so I'm going to reach out
Yay.
to him and see when he's available. Oh my gosh, Kristen, you have really long hair.
I do. It's halfway down my back.
Karen, I got that on Amazon, and
Me
if you
too.
click the description box, there is my affiliate link to it. So if you do purchase one, I might make 20 cents or something. I don't think I even get 10%. I think I get 7% or
Listen, every penny
5% or
counts.
2.5% or something. I don't know. But yeah, on Amazon.
Every penny counts.
Yes.
Kristen, my hair is down my back too. It was
Yeah.
below my butt, and I just cut almost a foot off not long
Wow.
ago. Yeah.
One of these days, I might let it grow, but I typically do not because I can't stand anything to touch my face. And my hair is so heavy, I can't wear a ponytail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
Get
struggle with ponytails too, with
Mhm.
headaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's down a lot.
Get it trimmed eventually, but
Yeah, it costs money. Yeah.
yeah.
That's the thing. I think, oh, I want to get a really cool pixie cut and color it. And I'm like, I'm not spending that kind of money. Last time I got a rainbow hair, I think it cost me a total of $250. My husband,
Oh, hair is so
what in
expensive.
the world? And the rainbow pretty much faded pretty quick.
Oh.
And I did love the pixie cut though. I do like it because no hair in my face.
Yeah.
Right. Well, here's my makes.
Those are
1, 2,
fabulous.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and some scraps.
You did
Nice.
good.
You were
And
very
Kristen almost
productive.
got her whole page done there. Are you
Yeah,
gonna
these will be
finish that
fun.
today, Kristen?
What?
Are you going to finish that today after the video?
I think I will, because I don't have that much more to go.
Right, exactly.
I can post a pic later.
Well,
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Okay, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with us on the live today. I hope to see some of you, if not all of you, on Craft Roulette tonight. Sometimes I'm not there chatting. Sometimes I fall asleep because we've already discussed that my body likes to sleep early and get up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
yes. Kristen, it was great having you.
Yes, thank you for working through all the tech issues with me.
Oh, thanks so much for coming, and thanks for your patience, and thanks audience for all your patience
Yes.
while we were getting Kristen on here. Thank you, Dawne, for covering. You did great.
Thank you, Dawn.
Take care,
You're
everybody. Don't forget to
welcome.
give us a
My
thumbs up
pleasure.
if you feel like it. See ya later. Bye.
Bye.